welcome back to the Odyssey as Excel take down the Mad Lions in our first game of Week 7. And Finn, thank you so much for joining me. Amazing performance.
Thank you very much.
I want to say. But we're going to talk a bit later about the champion, because looking at the early game especially, we knew that this is when usually the Mad Lions shine. And when you look at the composition they had a lot to do in the early game. So can you talk me through your game plan here in the first stages of the game, especially leading to that bot dive that you were ready for?
Yeah, so I think when we saw the draft, we realized they have a lot of explosive champions that thrive on resets and chaotic fights, such as Viego. The newly reworked Ahri as well works this way, and Pyke. So we were kind of assuming that they were going to make early game very explosive, fight us in the river, fight us at our camps, and just try to get a big lead early and stop all that. Because we knew if late game comes, we have the Victor, the Jinx, we have the range.
Yeah.
They have to come into us. It's going to be a good time. But that didn't really happen as planned, because I guess they dove really deep bot, and they kind of forgot about the teleport, and we could kind of clean it up after that. And we kind of had a smooth sailing after that, because once you fall behind with an early game comp against a comp that outscales, it's very hard to claw back into the game, because they don't really have a lot of options anymore.
Yeah, you just had the game right in your hands here, and nice communication on this counter dive on bot lane, which leads me to my question about Kled, an amazing champion. And when I saw Armut locking in Aatrox, I was like, oof. He forgot about something. So talk me through the decision-making into you picking this champion, especially. I know you like it so much.
Yeah, I mean, Kled has always been, I guess, comfort for me. I was very surprised when they picked Aatrox 1-2. I did not expect it at all. We usually would draft meetings, we do like all these simulations and all these crazy drafts that never happened, but we go through them anyway, because just in case. None of them had Aatrox 1-2. So we were like, okay, I guess we could just pick Kled. And it's pretty good. Worked out really well this time, and I'm pretty happy I can play it again.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Really well indeed, and you got the Kia player of the game with this performance, which doesn't come as a surprise, I guess, given the way you played. But the community was wondering about your runes choices, especially running cookies on the top lane. Could you elaborate on that, maybe?
Basically, so the way cookies work on mana-less champions is that they give, instead of giving mana, right, they give additional health. Pairing that with Time Warp Tonic makes you have a very fast burst of health. If you combine it with a potion and cookies, you pop over at the same time, you get a big spike of health really fast. And for a champion like Kled that wants to get low and then remount and get all his health back, having those two extra things might really help in the remount process, so you don't get bursted on before you get your you get your mount back. I always got the bicycle, my bad.
The bicycle, it's fine.
And that's actually kind of what happened in the top lane fight where he died. He kind of thought he had kill range, but then I had the cookie and the potion ready, and I just healed up, and I got my bicycle back, and it was smooth sailing.
You know your champion by heart. It's amazing to see. Now, focusing a bit more on Excel, you guys are right in the middle of the standings right now, aiming for playoffs, of course, but you're going to have a big task maybe playing up against Rogue tomorrow. So I want to know, what do you think sets you apart from the top teams in the standings, and what do you need to do to get there?
I think what sets us apart is our scoreline. I don't think we're any worse than any of those teams that are above us, so I think with time we can show what we can do, and eventually, that will show, I think.
And it's looking amazing so far for you guys and Excel. Between, thank you so much for the interview. Good luck against Rogue tomorrow, and for more on this game, back to you, Shox.
Thank you very much.